Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Total Extreme Wrestling video. This is a big one. This is the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, our penultimate main roster pay-per-view before the end of the save. So this is a big one. Two big chamber matches, both with huge WrestleMania permutations. So this is important, let's just say. I'm expecting big things. I'm expecting a good show. So let's see what happens. Elimination Chamber. Lego. The Elimination Chamber pay-per-view 2021 pay-per-view kicks off with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan backstage being interviewed about the Elimination Chamber because we're kicking off the show with the Raw Elimination Chamber match. I kind of just want to get a couple of promos in first from them. 74, good promo. He's not the only one cutting a promo ahead of the Chamber match. Braun Strowman also cut a promo for 74. Right, the next match is a big one. It is an Elimination Chamber match. It's from the Raw brand. It is 6 top talents, and the winner will get a WWE Championship opportunity at WrestleMania. We know Bray Wyatt is going to get a Universal title opportunity after winning the Royal Rumble. But on the Raw brand, on the Raw side, who is going to take the option? It's going to be an interesting one. Let's have a look. 6 men who are all potential challengers. You've got the current in real life WWE champion Bobby Lashley. You've got Braun Strowman. You've got Tommaso Ciampa. You've got Daniel Bryan. You've got Andrade, who's the most recent WWE champion. And you've got Aleister Black. 6 men. Right. Your winner and go into WrestleMania, into one of the main events to fight for the WWE Championship is Aleister Black. That's right. Aleister Black wins the chamber. A 72 rated chamber, which feels a little low when you look at some of the performances. So I will have a look into why. But yeah, Aleister Black. I feel like this may surprise a few. Some of you may have been expecting maybe a Braun win, maybe a Daniel Bryan win, but no. Aleister Black. He's going to WrestleMania. He's going to one of the main events. He's not sitting on the sideline for me. Aleister Black was actually off his game, which is annoying. Really good performances from Bryan and Andrade in particular. 72, as we say. Let's see what brought it down, though, because I wonder why. Good psychology. We did do a spectacle match, and if it was good for the most part. Bobby Lashley was a struggle with the psychology, which is a shame. Tommaso Ciampa was distracted from the fallout of his social media issues. Right? Get your head in the game, Tommaso Ciampa. Apart from that, lack of heat. 72, though, is pretty good. So I will take that. We've got to move on. But Aleister Black's going to the main event of WrestleMania. Can you believe it? Right, next up, we have a Tessa Blanchard promo on Asuka. Tessa Blanchard cut a promo on Asuka for 70. This is her debut tonight in the ring. Singles competition. Tessa versus Asuka gets us a 74. A 74. So, good match. Very good match. Better than the Chamber, technically. 14 minutes or so, and Tessa bleeds out. Tessa wins. Of course she does. You're not having Tessa Blanchard come in and lose her first singles match. Asuka's great. But no, Asuka was the better performance of the two, actually, which is a little bit worrying. Tessa Blanchard getting better at gimmick. Tessa wins. Okay, that's pretty good. Good start to the show. We're on a roll. We're doing well. Let's see if the tag titles can do the same thing. We've got some promos first. One of them's from Alpha Enigma for 56. So that's going to be the worst thing on the show, hopefully. God, I hope so. The trio of the Bloodline, that's the Usos and Roman Reigns, got a promo. The Usos were talking about the tag titles. Reigns was talking about the Chamber match tonight, which he's in. It was a way to get them all together. Good stuff for a 17. Right, the next match then is a 2 out of 3 falls match. And it's for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. It is Alpha Enigma. It is the Usos. Let's talk through it then. The first fall comes from a Swanton Bomb, and Jeff Hardy pins Jey Uso. Alpha Enigma win the first fall. So then we go through. and there's drama throughout. The Usos are nearly counted out once, and that would, in these rules, mean that they would lose the championships, but they hang on, and a double super kick gets them a fall back. Jeff Hardy can take that fall, sure. So who's got to win it? There's one fall left. Your winners, and still Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, with the best match on the show by far at the moment. 76. The Usos are magical. The Usos are magical. A double super kick on Jeff Hardy's, we can do it for the second fall then, fine. Their 6th defense of the title, really good stuff. 79 from Jimmy, 78 from Jay. Yeah, really good stuff. And the Usos now, you would think, would potentially hold the titles going into WrestleMania. It's a little 4 weeks of TV to book before that, though, so we'll see. But they are the top tag team on SmackDown, so they need to be involved in WrestleMania somewhere, you would think. Right, moving on. Let's move on to the United States Championship picture now. This is a picture that very, very much interests me. So, we're going to do a Drew McIntyre promo on Keith Lee. Only for a 68. That's a bit annoying. But Drew will defend the United States Championship tonight. It's a triple threat. It's Drew and Keith Lee and The Miz. So, Drew defends the title. A title he won in a fatal 4-way from Aleister Black on Monday Night Raw a couple of months ago now. He got a roll up with his feet on the ropes to beat Aleister Black. Your winner. And I don't think, no, you do you want to know? Right. New United States champion Keith Lee. Keith Lee wins the United States Championship here by cheating. Feet on the ropes. Keith Lee wins the championship. Drew 83, 72 from The Miz, 69 from Keith Lee. Keith Lee pins Drew McIntyre. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. After 26 segments, this is it. We'd probably gone on a little too long. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Keith Lee is officially a heel. We foreshadowed it way too long. Good. But the turn went pretty well. So, okay, sure. Keith Lee is a heel. But if he's a heel, there's going to be a reason for why he's a heel, right? So after the match, he walks up the ramp, championship on his shoulder. Drew McIntyre looks pissed off, let's just say that. When out on the stage comes Damian Priest and MVP. MVP slaps him on the shoulder type thing like they do in like American football and sticks out his hand. Keith Lee shakes MVP's hands. The new United States champion joins the Hurt Business. We've turned him heel. We're going to have him join the Hurt Business as the centerpiece of the stable as the United States champion. 70, good promo, good match, good stuff altogether. Right. I feel like we've had a good show so far, but do you think we can ramp it up a little bit? I feel like we potentially could. The next match is for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Sasha Banks got a promo on Deville for 71st, but Sasha wants her title back. Sonya cashed in at the Rumble. Sasha gets her one-on-one opportunity tonight. Will she regain her championship? The winner and still Smackdown Women's Champion Sonya Deville after interference from Tessa Blanchard. A 71 rated match. That's really good, actually, for these. Sonya Deville makes defense number 2 at the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's fine. She retains the title. Tessa Blanchard playing a big part in the finish, costing Sasha Banks the win in a lot of ways. The SmackDown Women's Division, the plan I've got for WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's Championship match, it's wild. Let's just say that. Right, we'll move on. AJ Styles got a promo on Sammy Guevara for 71. The following match is for the WWE Championship. It's not in the main event. That goes to the Universal Championship tonight, but it's on the mid-card. It's AJ Styles. It's Sammy Guevara. I think they'll have a really good match. Let's hope they do. The following is for the WWE Championship. Your winner and still WWE Champion AJ Styles. It would have been very silly to take the title off Styles here. Would have been very, very silly. AJ Styles puts in an 80 rated performance to get us a 77. He got a 77 out of Sammy Guevara. AJ Styles. I'm not wearing a hat, but here. There you go. Hats off, technically. Brilliant from AJ Styles. Only about 15 minutes because timing was an issue on the show. And I feel like I didn't want AJ to take too long with someone like Sammy Guevara. It is a story that we told of Sammy Guevara's taken AJ to his limit. But sort of the Twitch chat said, are we going to maybe have AJ win by cheating or something like that? And I just feel AJ needs this clean victory going into WrestleMania because now we know his opponent too. That's right. For the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, AJ Styles will defend against Aleister Black. Please. 77. Right, pretty good stuff. We got 2 matches left, and both of them have huge WrestleMania permutations, let's say. We're going to have Bayley cut a promo on Becky for 69, and the following is a triple threat. Now, the winner of this one goes to WrestleMania and fights Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch won the Rumble, but that doesn't mean she gets the opportunity because she puts the title shot on the line tonight against Bayley and Shayna Baszler. So this could be very interesting. Triple threat. The woman going to WrestleMania is the man, Becky Lynch. She was always going to win. It's the best match on the card so far, an 82. Becky and Shayna in this save for me has been gold. Every single time it's been gold. And once again, they've done it. 78 from Shayna was the best. 71 from Becky. Bayley 66, not bad at all, but an 82. Bayley and Shayna Baszler did well, but it's all about Becky here. She downed 2 of the big stars. Becky, who had the championship at last year's WrestleMania. She dropped the title to Shayna at SummerSlam, and she took a little bit of a back seat. She was out for a few months, but the return of Becky Lynch and the rise back up the card of the man, Becky Lynch, is going all the way to WrestleMania. And 2 old foes are going to go at it again. It's going to be Becky and Charlotte. So, post-match, Charlotte Flair attacks Becky Lynch from behind because now, finally, the match is confirmed and Charlotte Flair isn't waiting for Becky to try and get her hands on Charlotte. Charlotte's going to get there first. Chop block. She's really attacking the left knee of Becky Lynch, the knee that was hurt, you would have said, when Charlotte was the one who took her out all those months ago. So, yeah, we're gonna hopefully have a good match with these two. There's going to be a big gimmick on it. That's all I'll say so far, but I'm hoping it'll be pretty damn good. Right then. It's nearly time for your main event. And the main event is a Universal Championship match. It's an Elimination Chamber match. So we'll have Kevin Owens cut a promo, first of all, for 75. And this is a big one, really, because this, now we will confirm the second main event to WrestleMania. We know Bray Wyatt is waiting, but who is going to, walk away with the championship tonight and go off to take on The Fiend at WrestleMania? Let's find out right now. Here we go. So there's 6 big guys in this. Big E defends the championship, but you've got the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. You've got the Messiah, Seth Rollins. You've got Randy Orton in there. You've got Kevin Owens. And you've got the Intercontinental Champion, Ricochet. Which one of those 6 men is going to walk out your WWE Universal Champion? Let's find out. Your winner and still Universal Champion, Big E, for a 78. So it's going to be interesting to see what the show is, because there were some good performances. Ricochet, the best of luck with the 86. 77s for Big E, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. Seth, 82. So a really good match. Really good match. Big E wins, which is no surprise. It says Randy Orton last. I was actually going to have Ricochet be last. And what we are going to say in this is Ricochet eliminates the tribal chief I'm going to let that sink in for a moment. The Intercontinental Champion Ricochet is going to eliminate the Tribal Chief. I'm not saying anything else past that. Right, good match then. Good match. Post-match, as Big E is stumbling to his feet, you can even say he's bloody if you want, if we want to bring blood back a little bit, but he's out on his feet. He's been in a war. And as he's celebrating, his music's playing, he holds the title high, and behind him, one of the floor bits in the chamber rises. And climbing up from the depths of hell, from underneath the chamber, is the Fiend. Big E doesn't see it coming. Fiend enters the ring. Big E turns. Sister Abigail. Mandible Claw. The Fiend stands tall. Holds the Universal titles tall as well. 72, not that great. But that's how we end the show then. So we know our two main events. This is good stuff. Let's see what the show does. So it was 81 Clash of Champions. That's what we want to beat. I don't know if we'll quite do it. Let's find out. So we don't. It is a 77. I think this is weirdly probably a better show than that Clash of Champions one. It's a solid show where everything's at that 3.5, 4-star level. It's even stuff you wouldn't expect to be. But it doesn't quite hit that next level. And I've said this so many times in this series of the show's not quite hitting that next level. I don't know if we'll get it done in time for WrestleMania, but WrestleMania is going to be our last hope. Good show, though. I'm pretty pleased with it. And that's it then, ladies and gentlemen. Elimination Chamber is in the books. I really feel like I was hoping for an 82, 83, and it didn't quite live up to that. But a 77 rated show is still very good. So we're just not hitting that next level. Are we going to do it before WrestleMania? I really don't know. Now, listen, there are options available for the next save. There will be a video played in just a moment to reveal all that, but there is a poll in the description below. You have 1 week to finish off your votes. 1 week from today, from the moment this video has gone up here on the Sunday. You've got 1 week, so make sure you're voting in that for what we do next. And yeah, Elimination Chamber in the books. Wednesday we'll pick up with the first week of the WrestleMania build, so it's all big time at the moment. So yeah, if you like the video, make sure you drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and until next time, peace. So as many people may know, this save is only going until WrestleMania, which means we have to start looking ahead. And when I look ahead, I'm going to give you three options. I've narrowed it down to three options, 3 saves I'd like to play, so you guys get to choose what we do next. There will be a poll in the description below, and here are your options. Right, number 1 is the WWF, or it will be WWE, which is what I'd call them, from 1993, and in specific, the first ever Monday Night Raw. We're going to kick off the Monday Night Raw. We're going to turn it into what we want it to be. And it's quite an interesting landscape at the time, because it's January 1993, which means the Nature Boy Ric Flair is still in the company. I'd love to try and get him to stay if we do this save. You got Mr. Perfect. You got Bret Hart as WWE Champion. You've got Razor Ramon coming up. Taker's there. Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan are still there. Shawn Michaels is on the rise. Marty Jannetty's still there. We could actually do something with him rather than letting him fall by the wayside, potentially, depending on drugs, obviously. But there is a lot of potential with this save. We take it forward and see what difference we do. There's Yokozuna as well. Forgot about Yokozuna. So there's a lot to do, and a new television empire was born with Monday Night Raw. How different could we make it? That is option number 1. Now, option number 2 is a different company. It's WCW 1995, and in specific, like I said again, the first Monday Nitro. I really am intrigued by a WCW save, because I've never been a big fan of WCW, in the sense of I've never watched enough of it. So it's completely new ground for me. It's a clean slate. So WCW 1995 could be very interesting as we take the fight to the WWF or the WWE, and we see if we can make WCW the #1 company in the world, similar to what they did. But can we do it, and can we sustain it? It's potentially an amazing save to do. So if WCW is your thing, vote for number 2. And finally, option number 3 is the most modern option of the lot. It comes from 2010, so still 10 years ago. But we're looking at TNA. Now, TNA, there's a lot of memes about TNA, but at this point, this particular point, it's January 2010, and it looked like TNA were about to have a new start. They had Hulk Hogan coming in, they had Eric Bischoff coming in, and they'd moved to Monday nights. They were going in competition with Monday Night Raw. That sounds scary already. But there's so much to like about this TNA roster at the time. You've got AJ Styles, you've got Bobby Lashley, you've got Samoa Joe in there, Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. There's a lot to like about the roster, and potentially you could turn them into something amazing. It's a different set than I've ever done. It's the most modern one. It's intriguing, though. It is very, very intriguing. So that's your option number 3. Make sure you do vote, and yeah, I will probably drop this in every video now until WrestleMania. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure you vote, because the next save is going to be hugely important.